Eating chocolate is one of the biggest treats that we have here in New Zealand. For the farmers in the developing world who actually grow the cocoa, they're getting a very raw deal from the chocolate industry.
Many people don't even think about fair trade when they go to buy their coffee or their bananas, or indeed their chocolate.
Do you buy coffee and or chocolate?
Yes, both coffee and chocolate, love them both.
Do you know the conditions that the pickers for both of those products face every day?
No.
Cocoa farming is incredibly physically demanding work, and typically cocoa farmers will be in the cocoa out at their farms from before sunrise right through until sunset. That time is spent weeding and looking after their plants, cutting down the cocoa pods and cutting open the cocoa pods.
Do you know the conditions that the pickers of chocolate and coffee face every day?
Slavery.
Although the work is very physically demanding, they actually get a very, very low return for the work they do.
I imagine the chocolate that I buy from a vending machine is pretty terrible conditions for the people that harvest all the cocoa and coffee.
They're underpaid, they're overworked.
Oh, it's siphoned off by the middlemen. It's siphoned off by the markets in New York, it's siphoned off by the markets in London. It's forward buying. Always they're trying to push the price down to the producer and maximise the return that they get. So this is just economic capitalism at work.
Hello, my name is Liam Bowen, and I'm making a documentary about the chocolate industry and the cocoa industry. I have left messages numerous times with your customer services people regarding an interview, and they haven't got back to me yet.
Okay, would you like me to put you through to the Consumer Services Department?
Yes, thank you.
Just one moment.
The fair trade movement has been going on. It started about 40 odd years ago, and it started because organisations like Oxfam and various church groups realised that producers in poor countries weren't able to access markets in the Western world, and they weren't able to get fair prices for the work that they were doing. And so fair trade has developed in a response to the plight of those poor producers.
People have to know, they have to accept, they have to understand what is going on. It's not something you're going to change overnight. You can't wave a magic wand, but we've got to start educating people. And of course, along with that, providing them with choice.
And how many chocolate bars do you buy in a week?
Oh, on a bad day, I probably have 2 on a day, but then I might go 2 weeks without having any. So I'm the same.
The most important thing that New Zealanders can do to support fair trade is to buy fair trade products.
If you want better things, you've got to pay a bit more sometimes.
At this stage, fair trade chocolate is still a bit more expensive, but you would expect to pay a little bit more because more is going back to the farmers.
It's the responsibility of consumer organisations to make sure that more people begin to think about the ethical production, how much people are being paid, what the conditions of work are.
Fair trade definitely does work. I've been to Ghana and I've seen myself the impact that fair trade is having on the lives of those producers who are able to sell to the fair trade market. And internationally now, fair trade movement is benefiting hundreds of thousands of